Alright, buckle up, folks, because this Henry Cavill versus Amazon saga is like watching a knight in shining armor take on a bloated, gold-plated dragon that thinks it can spit wokeness instead of fire. Let's dive into this showdown, and I promise by the end you'll either be ready to join Team Cavill or at least laugh at Amazon's magnificent display of self-sabotage. So here we are, staring at Amazon, the tech titan that brought us the boys, and Invincible deciding it can just waltz into the grim, blood-soaked universe of Warhammer 40k and sprinkle it with a little pixie dust of modernization. And by modernization, I mean injecting it with every corporate-mandated buzzword in the book. You know, the kind of sanitized diversity play that screams, "We're inclusive," while stomping all over the story like a toddler with crayons and no sense of boundaries. Enter Henry Cavill, the nerd king we didn't deserve but definitely need. This guy isn't just a fan of Warhammer, he's a die-hard disciple of the lore. He's painted miniatures, played the tabletop game, and probably argued over the exact number of Chaos Gods at a dinner party. When Amazon handed him the keys to the Warhammer 40k kingdom, they probably thought they were hiring a pretty face to smile and nod at their creative committee's suggestions. Instead, they got a lore-obsessed juggernaut who's more concerned with protecting Warhammer's soul than with collecting a paycheck. Let's be real here, Amazon saw dollar signs. They wanted their own cinematic universe to compete with Marvel and Star Wars, and Warhammer 40k was their golden goose. But here's the thing, this isn't some shiny, family-friendly franchise. Warhammer is grimdark to its core, a dystopian nightmare filled with genocidal superhumans, incomprehensible alien horrors, and religious zealots who burn heretics for fun. It's a universe where the most wholesome thing you can do is survive for 5 minutes without getting incinerated by a plasma gun. So what does Amazon do? They try to slap their content policy on it. Think mandatory representation quotas, sanitized characters, and whatever else their boardroom decided was trending, and I'm sorry, but Warhammer fans don't want Space Marines delivering TED Talks on the benefits of diversity. They want them purging planets while screaming about the Emperor of Mankind. Let's talk about Amazon's insistence on female Space Marines for a second. Now, I get it, representation matters, but in Warhammer 40k, the absence of female Space Marines isn't some random oversight. It's baked into the lore. Space Marines are genetically engineered super soldiers created from male genetic material. This isn't lack of inclusivity, it's literally how their science works. You want badass female characters? Look at the Sisters of Battle Warrior nuns with flamethrowers who make Space Marines look like choir boys on a bad day. But Amazon, in all its wisdom, decided to ignore this and tried to shoehorn in female Space Marines anyway. And Henry? Oh, Henry wasn't having it. He reportedly shut them down faster than an Adeptus Mechanicus priest shuts down a heretical AI. He's not about to let Amazon turn Warhammer into Diet Warhammer, a watered-down, law-bending mess that panders to everyone and satisfies no one. Now, here's where things get spicy. Amazon is used to getting its way. They're a multi-billion-dollar behemoth that thinks throwing money at a problem will solve it. But Henry? He's the immovable object to their unstoppable force. He's made it clear that he'd rather walk than compromise the integrity of the franchise. And honestly, fans are living for it. This isn't just about a show anymore, it's about respect for the lore, for the fans, and for the grimdark heart of Warhammer 40k. Meanwhile, Games Workshop, the creators of Warhammer, are sitting back like proud parents watching their favorite son stand up to the corporate bully. They've spent decades nurturing this universe, and they're not about to let Amazon turn it into a generic sci-fi soap opera. Here's the kicker, Amazon can't afford to lose Henry Cavill. He's not just the star of the show, he's the reason fans are even giving Amazon's Warhammer project a chance. Without him, the whole thing collapses faster than a chaos invasion without a warp portal. Amazon knows it. They've got until December 2024 to sort this mess out, but honestly, the clock's ticking, and Henry doesn't seem like the type to back down.